Hello, lovelies. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot. How are you doing today? I'm here to bring you your new moon in Aries reading. Okay, so this is going to be happening on the 31st of March. Sorry, I'm getting this out a little bit late, but I am bringing it to you guys so you guys can prepare. And of course, we're going to get the energy that's going to be in your energy, really strongly for the next week. And then after that, it'll gradually get weaker, but you can do this for the whole month, right? For the whole next month till the next new moon. Well, really till to the full moon cycle, right? So, but really it's going to help you for the whole, into the next new moon as well, for the whole next month. So this whole month is going to be for this. As always, we are going to get into some notes that I have here about the new moon in Aries, and then we'll get into the cards and the reading. Okay, thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate you guys as always. Thank you. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. It really helps me out with the energy exchange, and hit that like button as well. Okay, all right guys, let's get into it. I'm so happy for you guys to be here today. I don't know. I'm just really excited. It's been a good day today. Okay, so it's time to get moving for this new moon in Aries, all right? Since this full moon in Pisces, right? That full moon in Pisces, we've been talking about that, really got you emotionally, really got you into your moon energy, really got you looking into any kind of illusions or dreams, or, that kind of like Neptunian Piscean energy where it's like really getting in touch with your more feminine energy, really getting in touch with what you really need to release. It brought up a lot, because since it was the full moon, it brought up a lot of deep things, emotional things to purge, for you to let go, for you to release, for you to forgive, like we always talk about, right? For you release anything that was really weighing you down spiritually, right? So that you could bring it up, so that you could, really take a look at it and forgive it, right? And there was also a lot of expansion, right? A lot of expansion energy, a lot of expansion in your crown and your third eye chakra, right? A lot of upper chakra energy, as well as throat chakra energy. It was a great time to work on any of your upper chakras, especially if you needed to go ahead and speak your truth, right? So coming over with that energy, coming off of that Pisces full moon, coming over here, right, to the Aries full moon, and it's about taking action now that you feel lighter. Now that you have purged so much of this energy, what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do with it? That dreamy energy, right? Brought up those dreams, those desires. What are you gonna do with it, right? It's this Mars masculine, impulsive, spontaneous, really energetic. Let's just do it. Just do it, right? Just get it done, right? Just do it, right? It's big manifestation energy. And of course, with it coming into Aries, it's the astrological new year, of course, right? So it's brand new energy for this whole astrological changing, the shifting, and then of course us shifting over to like spring and the spring equinox, and everything kind of culminating here at the same time for this big burst of energy forwards, right? So it's a great time, right, to plan for what is to come, right? It's a clean slate. Like 55 is the number that I kept hearing, like 55 energy, right? So we're going from that star moon energy, right, to that's very feminine star moon energy, over to this very full emperor like sun energy, right? Very masculine energy, because of course Aries is ruled by Mars, right? So also with that, check out what house and what placement, what you have in your under your Mars energy, okay? Because that's what you're really going to be really driven towards, right? Really driven to work on this new moon. And whatever energy is there, it's going to be really great, especially with this being a new moon. It's going to be great for manifesting under that energy, right? So really look into your chart and really cater your manifestations to what's really going to just like boom boom boost you forward, right? Check out that energy. What do you need to work on, right? What do you need to work on, and what do you need to do? For me, this new moon in Aries is in my 9th house, so that's a lot of like travel and expansion, but figure it out for you. Check it out, right? And really dig into, really cater your manifestations, right, to what's really going to help you the most. Go ahead and take advantage of this energy. So make a plan, right? Make multiple plans, right? What are your goals for this month? What are your goals for the next 6 months? What are your year goals, right? What are your long-term goals? It's the time to kind of clean slate, reinvest, reinvent, revamp your energy, right? If you're feeling like you want to change something about yourself, right? If you want to get on that new workout program, if you want to dye your hair, if you want to cut your hair, if you want to buy that dress, if you want to do that bold, spontaneous thing, if you want to go on that trip, if there's always that class or, always that thing that you wanted to do, always that part of you that you wanted to expand right now, right? Is a great time to take advantage of that expansion energy, right? So if you're in a relationship, it's a good time to really ask yourself, where do I want this relationship to go? Where are our goals? Do we, do we want to travel together? Is there more experiences that we want to have together? Think about that, right? So, and also you can make plans for your career, right? For you personally, your personal, spiritual, emotional development, as well as for your career, right? Where do you want to go? Who do you want to be at the end, by next Aries season? Who do you want to be, right? Now is a great time to set those plans in motion, right? Take action. Be brave and spontaneous. I made a post the other day that I felt very spiritually guided, because I was actually at a friend's house, and I was sitting outside, and I looked down and I saw those it's like a weed. I don't even know what it is, honestly. But I always used to love those plants so much. When I was a little kid, I would go out in my garden. They grew outside of my grandmother's house, and I would always go and give them to her and tell her that, Mother Nature grew it with these like hearts on it because they loved us so much. So I don't know. I just always connected to it, and I looked down and I saw that plant, and I was like, "Oh wow! Like, this is so beautiful." Like, it just connected me with those memories of my childhood and having that really fun time laying outside, laying out in the clovers, looking for four-leaf clovers, playing with ladybugs. That kind of I was a really big tomboy when I was a kid, so I was always outside. Always outside playing Harry Potter and everything else, right? So it really led me to make that post about making that list, do that thing that's something that you used to love to do when you were a kid, right? Also, if you have that list, if you had those things when you were a kid where you were like, you know what, when I'm an adult, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do it whenever I want to, do something that really brings up that youthful energy, right? From your inner child, where your inner child would just be like, oh, wow, like think about, okay, if I went to my younger self and I'm like, we're going to do this, I would just be like, oh my God, that's amazing. Like, yeah, I'm so excited. Do that, right? Do something. Do something for yourself that is going to spark that energy for you, right? Absolutely. What else we got here? Yeah. So, yeah, check for your fun side, connect with that energy. Yes. Yeah, just do it. So, big affirmation for this to close out this little note section, right? Is life's an adventure and I love it. There's sorry. Let me start over. Life's an adventure and I love it. So this month I'm blank, right? I'm going to do this. Life's an adventure, so why not? It's kind of like why not energy. Just do it, right? So, let's get into the cards, my loves. Let's start with this Moonology deck, okay? And let's get into the message. So what's the message for the collective, Spirit? What's the message for the collective? Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of, obviously, masculine Mars energy here. A lot of sun energy. Virgo energy, too, with planning. With a planning energy, for sure. Okay? Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. So, yeah, kind of have that kind of breath energy, right? Take that deep breath from that really kind of heavy, I don't want to necessarily say heavy, but kind of like stuff coming up from the full moon, right? Take that kind of, okay, we're moving out of that energy, right? I did the purging, I did the stuff, I faced it. Okay, I can kind of relax, right? Relax, but kind of relax on the heavy emotional stuff, right? Adjustments are required. There's definitely going to be things around you that's going to be like, oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do that. I definitely feel that energy, right? And so you're going to be being like, okay, all the stuff that came up made me realize I need to change this, or I need to get this in a line. So let me do it, right? Take advantage of this energy, you guys. The universe is always trying to work with you. Yes, definitely here with this Aries energy, with this full moon in Sagittarius, is stepping back and looking at the big picture thinking. Ninth house energy as well, right? Stepping back and looking at the big plan, right? Looking at the cosmic plan, the cosmic quest, right? What am I doing? Where am I going, right? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to be? Where am I going in my career? How am I making steps? How am I checking things off my list of going towards my life purpose, right? Look at this. New moon in Pisces, right? With the meditate and contemplate energy and expect big, powerful change energy on the back here, right? Meditate and contemplate. That's this Piscean energy coming in here. And on the verge of this Piscean energy, it was kind of this, yeah, look at that. And after that, the energy is gaining momentum. Wow, right? And that came out so strong too. On the back of the deck is still expect powerful change. Oh, Spirit wants me to get out one more. Okay, Spirit. Thank you. So surrender to the divine, and you and your loved ones are safe. Bring love to the situation with this new moon in Aquarius. So expanding this new energy, right? Bringing really deep love to the situation and understanding. So if there's been any problems, if this full moon in Pisces has brought up any kind of old trauma from your childhood or issues with your family, right? This energy is kind of gonna be driving you to kind of be like, okay, right? Don't let it drive you to conflict. Let it drive you to understanding and peace and love for them, right? Yeah. And if you're feeling any conflict energy, definitely. If it's your thing, light a candle, say a prayer, send out an affirmation to the universe to resolve any conflict, right? That you feel guided. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely that big, right? Taking advantage of this heart space open after this purging, after letting this go, right? And getting in that masculine King of Pentacles stability energy. Getting your money right, right? Get your money right, get your finances, get your stability. It's more stability in general, right? On afterwards, after this purge and this emotional purge leads to a lot of physical changes, right? In yourself and your surroundings and your home and your environment and your career, right? Yeah. So there might have been something that you were feeling quite burdened about, that you were feeling very heavy, right? All of that heavy, right? I said getting all those burdens, getting all that weight off your chest, right? Bringing out that Queen of Swords energy and being like, okay, let me cut this out of my life, right? Let me cut all of that heavy energy out of the weight, right? Sometimes when all of that emotional purging happens, the weight of our whole spiritual purpose and all the things we've been through and all the karma that we're burning through, right? It can really kind of like, oh my God, it can energetically kind of do that big kind of suck energy, and then we get that release. Take time to breathe out, and as you're taking time to breathe out, you're centering, right? With this meditate and contemplate, you're centering and saying, I see the big picture of all of this stuff, right? I see why I've had these conflicts. I see the lessons that I'm supposed to have been learning here. I understand, right? I have a deeper understanding that's not so ego-based, right? Because that's why those things come up, because when we first went through them, we were looking at them with our eyes of our ego, right? With the eyes of our wounded inner child. But now that we're going through our ascension, these things are coming back up so that you can look at them with your more spiritually developed eyes and say, okay, it still sucked, right? It still sucked that happened. That pain is still real, right? But I can let go of more of it, or I can let go of it more now that I understand that that both can be true, right? That my ego was making me look at it from a very triggered perspective, that the pain is real, right? But the lesson that's underneath the pain is also real, right? saw the Devil card in reverse. There it is, right? Three of Swords, right? That pain is real, right? The weight of it is real. So the anger, the pain, the blame, the ego mindset, the ego eyes that you looked at your past experiences through, it weighs you down, right? And although we know from our journey our ego is important, you know, it also slows us down. It weighs us down. It fills us with fear or pain or anger. The conflict of it, it serves its purpose, right? But holding on to it doesn't, right? So definitely getting into this more fire energy here with this King of Wands, right? Yeah, making choices, making those spiritual soulmate choices. Definitely also understanding why certain things happened with certain people, understanding that certain karmics, certain, you know, karmic soulmates, certain soulmates that are our friends and our family, you know, especially with our family, we 100%, you know, signed up for being in this family that we're in. And although it can be heavy to be like, oh, I went through some ish, right? It's also important to understand that you did it for your soul's growth, right? And for their growth as well. So I think on the, coming out of this Piscean energy is going to help you to focus more as to, okay, I've come to these realizations, Moon card in reverse, what am I going to do about it, right? Temperance. My spirit guides, your spirit guides are coming in to say patience, understanding, you know, they're coming in, right? This Temperance card is Sagittarius energy, big picture thinking, stepping back and looking at the big picture of why things happened, right? What you're supposed to be learning here, right? As we come out of this moon energy and the illusions are lifted, you know, we understand our emotions. We can understand that our, you know, that we weren't just being overly emotional, that what we went through was real, right? But we can stop lamenting over the past. We can stop crying over the spilled milk. We can stop having these moments, right? And be gentle with yourself. It's okay if you were crying. It's okay if you were upset. It was okay if you were in your emotions. That's fine, right? It's all a part of being a human. It's all a part of your experience. And our emotions, they play a vital role. All of them do, right? Some emotions are here to stay for a lifetime, and some emotions are meant to, well, let me say this. All emotions are meant to stay here for a lifetime, but some emotions are meant to be here temporary for a deeper purpose, right? And then some we need to let go of, right? Some we need to forgive and move on and release, right? And that doesn't mean that you won't ever be angry or sad or nobody will ever hurt your feelings again, obviously. But it gets you to a point where you can really feel this safety feeling, right? You can feel more secure, especially with this Cancer energy with your family, right? Friends and close family. Lots of dealing with that stuff, right? And it can be heavy, man. I get it. Me too. Man, was I dealing with so much stuff. Woo! Let me tell you, I'm happy to see this. Although I was happy that it came up, and it was heavier when I was going through it. Now, as I'm moving through it and the energy is shifting, I am seeing this big picture, and I'm grateful that for the feelings that came up. And I'm grateful for the clarity that I had on some of the ways, some of how my memories were being colored by, you know, the anger that I had for some things that happened, right? How I was overly controlling, how it was shutting a big energy of me down, right? Yeah, Spirit is saying this energy is shifting, right? It's changing. You're getting more of these tools, right? I'm really being to the tool of using your emotions, right? In a healthy way. Understanding why you feel this way. Some of you might have been really made to feel really ashamed about your emotions, or really ashamed about, you know, and it might have led you to really compress them down or hide them or feel like people are like, why share them because people don't care, or that kind of energy. All of that stuff is being brought up so that you can purge it and let it go and understand that your emotions, like, yes, it's true, we don't need to be any one way or the other where we completely bottle up all our emotions, or, you know, we're just constantly spewing our emotions onto other people expecting them to deal with them. You know, we have to find that medium balance, right? Yeah, we have to find that medium balance to get that emotional satisfaction, that emotional happiness, right? That's what the Ten of Cups is being completely emotionally satisfied with with yourself, with your surroundings, right? Big energy here of this transformational energy here, dropping so much, you know? Yeah, letting go of so much, a big purging out of your heart space, right? And putting that work in, right? Post on the other side of this transformation. Spirit is saying that it's gonna, I know we're talking a lot more so about like the energy leading up here, but Spirit is saying the energy is gonna shift really big. So I'm definitely keep an eye out for my post new moon energy reading too, that I'll do in like a week or so. What I say, right? Right? We are leaving the moon energy and coming into sun energy. Illumination, right? Yeah, that ace of wands, passionate, fiery new beginning. That's definitely, right? And with the new beginning of the year, definitely, right? Getting that ace of wands to go on that passionate new beginning. Spirit also saying that a lot of you might get more, you know, not only passionate as in like, wow, I want to follow my dreams and stuff, but also passionate as in like, you know. Why did I say it like that, Spirit? I don't know. But you know what I mean, you know? Feeling yourself, right? Came right back out. Came right back out. It just like spilled all my cards out everywhere just to let that come back out. Okay, Spirit. Go with it, right? Go with it. Safely, of course. Yeah, Spirit said safely, okay? You mind yourself now. Yeah. Woo. Strength energy. Hey, excuse me, sir. Hey. Sorry, just 1 second, you guys. Yeah, so definitely was my dogs like kind of barking there, okay? There's definitely kind of protection energy around you as well, as what Spirit wants you to know. Yeah, a lot of abundant energy around you as well, okay? There's definitely here where somebody might be turning down a love offer. I'm just gonna be honest with you, okay? So there is a situation here, but bringing it more back to less about like actually like love, like being in a relationship, love, like romantic love, and more about like love with yourself and love for your friends and your family, platonic kind of love, right? A lot of possibilities for bringing love to a situation that could have ended, or understanding like, okay, forgiving, right? Even if it is about romantic love, about forgiving those people in the past, even if they're not apologetic, right? Even if they're not coming to give you those apologies, they're not coming to give you those conclusions to the situation, even though they're not admitting, you know, the things that they did that might have contributed to your feelings in the way that you felt in the past. It's also about, you know, bringing love to this situation and saying, I love you and I forgive you anyway, right? That doesn't mean that you have to accept the way that they acted. That doesn't mean that you have to accept their presence in your life, right? But it is also about, you know, letting it go. Let it be. If it left, let it be, right? If old romantic relationships ended, for whatever reason they ended, right? Let it be. It's in the past. You can move on, right? It's a brand new year, right? It's a brand new cycle beginning here. Yeah. And about you unapologetically, okay, moving on and letting go. Being that fiery brand new beginning. Exactly, right? It's divine time, right? This whole new year, a whole new cycle with that Wheel of Fortune, right? It's good energy. Yeah. It might, it's a passionate new beginning. You might have a very passionate start. Spirit says they don't want you to lose your enthusiasm, right? They don't want you to lose your enthusiasm because starting these brand new things and everything, things could really take off and they might slow down a little bit, as you get grounded, as you reach things. Things are going to come up. It happens, right? But you have gotten to yourself to this new level now where you are use this energy to get you any kind of unstuck that you need to be from doing those things. Get those things done that you know that you've been needing to get done, that you've been putting off. Now is the good time, right? Now is the good time to take advantage of that energy and make a plan and move forward, right? And also have fun, for goodness sakes, right? After all this really heavy energy that's been up, let's have a good time, right? Let's have a good time. Yeah. But it's also definitely about you unapologetically putting up some boundaries here, right? In the past. So this definitely is for some of you. Just being like, look, it's in the past, it's in the past, it's over with, cut the cords and move on. Right? And I'm not sorry about it. Love you. Hope you're doing good over there. You know? But it is this letting go, right? With that 5 of Cups, right? Letting go of those cups that are spilled, letting go of those, because sometimes it will come up, and I've talked about this before. Yeah. Right? 4 of Wands in reverse. Letting go of some things. And letting it be okay. Right? For you to let go, for you to definitely. The energy got a little heavier there when we were talking about that for sure. I'm hearing ending contracts. Yeah. Here possibly ending contracts with a Queen of Wands energy in reverse. Some kind of karmic feminine energy here. Right? Definitely. Things that might have been slow. This could be within you or within other people, right? Probably both. Honestly, right? It usually is. Things that slowed you down, right? It's time. Judgment has been passed on this, It's time to let go of the sadness, of the fear, of the anxiety, of the heaviness. It's time to let that go. It's time to let go of this judgment energy. It's time to let go of obstacles standing in your way, right? It's time to stop committing and investing energy in things that, that don't give anything back, that are a waste of time or a waste of energy. No matter if those are people, places, things, attitudes, careers, whatever it is that was holding you back. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Spirit. It's time, right? It's time to move towards that happiness. Big family energy here with all this Cancerian energy here, right? What's that? Yeah. Ooh, look at who's, right? Did I say that Emperor energy, right? That passionate brand new beginning, moving forward, a lot of forward movement here towards happiness, being in your masculine energy, being like, I'm going to take control of myself, of my surroundings, of what my circumstances are, and I'm going to do what I need to do, right? I'm taking those classes. I'm making those plans, right? That's why masculine energy is so important, right? Because we all have both. And in that masculine energy, that's when we can plan. That's when we can get into that drive and moving forward energy, right? And that's the Aries energy. That's what it brings up for us. Definitely. A lot of energy here. Knight of Cups. I've seen that Knight of Cups a couple of times. Innocent, youthful, an offer that's growing in the background. What's this Knight of Cups energy here for? For Four of Pentacles coming out in the blocked energy, coming out in the blocked position here. Rest. You need to rest. You need to relax. You need to rest. Take a couple of days off. Take a vacation. Spend some really good time with friends and family. Eat some good food. Get the rest that you need to. Yeah. Yeah. There is definitely an energy here of letting go of family ties also that do not serve you. A big energy of that. Excuse me. Being mindful of, right, these toxic generational mentalities, these toxic generational mindsets that get passed down. And when we plant these, what really comes up? You know, you're waiting here patiently for these to grow, but what are you growing? What pinnacles are you growing, right? Being very aware of that, right? And understanding that a lack mentality is going to keep you waiting, right? It's going to keep you blocked. Having this, no, I can't, scarcity mentality is going to keep you waiting, right? The more you think I don't have, the more you won't have, right? You can't manifest from a place of lack or from a place of scarcity, you know? So be mindful of that. I feel like that's probably been a thing that's been coming up for a lot of you. Yeah, here. Some of you might have might be like moving house or like changing around, trying to build up your stability, right? Especially around a home or security around your home, right? I mean, maybe I was gonna say not like actual like physical like security. Like some of you might be, possibly some of you might be, and this is only if you know, right? So don't take it into yourself that this is going to happen to you. But if you know, like your house got broken into, or like there's been break-ins in your area and you're installing a new home security system or something like that, that could have been being brought it up. So it's got you feeling, a little insecure about the actual physical safety of your home. And for some of you, it's just like the whole emotional security of your home, or the actual financial security of your base, of your stability, just feeling secure, right? You know, your bills are paid, there's food in your fridge, you got a job, you got a house, your family's safe and taken care of. It's like that's really prominently weighing on your mind, right? And you definitely could be feeling a little emotionally stuck, or like there's something here that you're having a hard time emotionally walking away from, right? But that's why this is coming up here in this block, in this kind of position, because it's like you know that you need to let go of it, so you're not quite holding on to it, but you haven't quite let go of it yet either. So Spirit is saying that's something. I'm hearing journal about it, write about it, you know, meditate and contemplate on it. How can you let go of it? You know, saying those affirmations: I am secure, I am financially secure, my home is secure, my family is secure. You know, just breathe that positive light instead of thinking and under lack, instead of thinking I don't feel that way, I don't feel this way. There's definitely here where you're no longer working with somebody, or no longer collaborating towards a particular situation here, that was really, that you have really backed out of, because it was not giving you that very secure feeling in yourself or in your future, right? You got to do what you got to do. There's definitely a contract ending here. Yeah, it was definitely slowing you down, right? It was slowing you down, putting obstacles in your way. You're gonna make it there. You're gonna make it on the other side of it. But Spirit might have slowed you down to put you in this position to ask yourself, right? Spirit will slow us down to ask ourselves, is this really this really direction you want to go in? Is this really the thought process that you want to manifest in? Is this really the space? Is this really the person you want to build with? Is this really the company you want to build with? What do you really want, right? And I feel like some of you, a lot of you probably, are finally really, you know, it might be about different things, but in general, you're like, you know what? Nah. You know what? Nah. So there's definitely a lot of healing energy being brought into this right now, right? The Star card. There could be an Aquarius or a fire sign masculine involved in this too as well. Getting a lot of guidance here to move forward. And for some of you it is. It's like it's time to come out of the shadows. It's time to bear, right? To bear yourself, that water, the water bearer, right? It's time to bring love to this situation, which is like self-love here with this Aquarius energy, right? Definitely around your childhood or your inner child. A lot of inner child healing, right? It's time to put in that work. Make sure you're getting a good like rest and work balance here. Yeah. Hierophant energy. A lot of rebuilding your stability, rebuilding new paradigms, rebuilding new thought processes for yourself, right? Rebuilding new, who am I? Who do I want to be? Who do I want to be? How do I want to think? How do I want to feel about myself, about my life, about my career, about my family, about my relationships, right? A lot of that energy here. A lot of education, like being shown and being educated about a lot of things too. Yeah. Being educated about your wishes, about what your wish fulfillment. That's, you know, maybe some of you here or two are realizing, wow, what I was wishing for, maybe it's not what I want. What I thought I wanted, maybe I should have trusted in spirit a little bit more when they were like, are you sure this is what you want? Are you sure this is what you want? Are you sure this is what you want? You know, and things slow down and you're like, maybe it's not. And, you know, spirit was like, good. Yeah, I don't think it is what you want. And you're like, yeah, no, I don't think it is what I want either. And spirit's like, okay, right? It also is definitely about discerning what you give your energy to and discerning, you know, sometimes what we want is not actually what's best for us, or what we feel like we want might not actually be what is the divine plan for us, right? Definitely. So let's get some, to finish this out, okay? Let's get some energy here. Just some, we're going to tap into this masculine energy here. See what we can get. Going to be using the Sinking Sun, which is my deck. The link for that will be down below, as well as the link for my shop if you're interested. If you like messages. Wow, so much just came out. Wow, that was so quick too. Wow. On the back of the deck, I want to be honest, this is a karmic soul tie. We aren't soulmates. Okay? Right? Like I said, for some of y'all were like, hold up. Nah. Hold up. Nah. Hold up. Is this really what I want? Is this who I really want? Is this who I really want to be? Is this company who I really want to work for? Nah, fam. Right? Nah, fam. I don't think so. Okay? Oh, this one didn't turn. I'm starting to understand this connection. Just straight up. Right? I'm starting to understand what all this really was. And that it doesn't have to be just about, like I said, right? This could be about family members. This could be about everything, right? All of that Piscean energy got you feeling like, I feel like cutting ties and moving on, right? You know? And don't ever forget that this can also always be about your own mental processes, okay? It doesn't have to be a person. For some of you, it definitely is. And for some of you, it is your own mental processes, your own, you know, toxic generational mentalities that have been passed down to you, personified in a person, right? To make you realize, is this really what I want? Is this really who I want to align with? Is this really who I want to be? Right? Oh, yeah. Jump right in. You've got this. Exactly. That's that Aries full energy, right? Jump right in. You've got it. You can do this. I was chasing a crown and lost my throne. There it is, right? I got up off my throne trying to chase that crown and like, what? You know, this can also be that I was really trying to find out. I was really trying to find out, and I really got off of my seat of power in this chasing energy, right? And Spirit had to remind you, hey, is this really what you want? Okay. The answer is no, it's not. And I feel like a lot of you figured that out. The answer is no. No, it's not. Oof. I wish I could stand beside you. I'm not resonating with this one as strongly. We're going to set it to the side. There might be something out that comes out that you know, but I really feel like this is that wish, right? This is that wish is granted, right? I wish I could stand beside you. I wish I could be with this particular person. I wish I could have this particular job, right? And Spirit slowed everything down, slowed you down, hold you up, say, really think about this, really think about this, really think about this. Is this really what you want? And I feel like a lot of you have found out, no, that isn't the person that I want. That isn't the person I want to be. That isn't the job that I want. This isn't, that it wasn't for me, you know? Being angry about everything that happened in the past, no, it wasn't, right? And I'm hearing that, you know, rejection is divine protection energy. Always remember that, right? I long for your touch. You okay? Look at this. I'll give you the best of me. Twin flames. Right? I feel, it's gonna be honest, right? A lot of you found out. Ooh, gotta be honest. This was a karmic soul tie. This was a karmic. This was not my twin. You know? Dang. My twin, you know, I'm doing this so that if I'm on this journey, if you feel like you're on this journey or you're on the journey to a soulmate energy or whatever it is that you resonate with, right? I needed to be able to be the best version of myself, right? And my twin flame would give me much better than this person was trying to in the past. Just saying, okay? Because you're changing my definition of love, right? What this was in the past was a karmic soul tie. Whether or not it was a thought process person, again, right? It wasn't that this is me, right? This twin flame energy can also be, it just wasn't, it wasn't that thing. It wasn't me. It wasn't resonating with my energy as much as I thought that it was, right? My friend circle is getting smaller. Like I said, for some of you, you're definitely leaving those people behind, right? People, friends, family, things in the past that you were collaborating with, you're like, that ain't me. That ain't me, and it ain't who I want to be. 3 more period span. Yeah. I'm sorry because I didn't recognize your worth. And that's just that, right? You're like, you're saying this to yourself. You're like, dang, self, I'm so sorry. I did not. But also, too, right, with this big picture thinking, sometimes we take some time and we're like, wow, I was really villainizing that karmic. I was really, I was really spending a lot of time hating that person. But now I'm really seeing, although it does not stop the mean or, hurtful, painful things that person said or did to me, I see their worth now, right? I see their purpose in my life now. And I am stronger on the other side of them, right? Right? I found my strength in those people getting the heck out of my life, right? Again, I'm finding myself again. Period. Finding myself. Finding who I really am without these people, right? Wow. This coming out together. I never thought I'd see you again, and I'm finding myself again, right? Wow. Some of you are realizing, you're like looking at yourself and you're like, wow, right? I'm starting to recognize myself again on the other side of being out of this relationship, right? Or I'm starting, it's like, wow, I didn't realize how far, because sometimes when we're in these relationships with people, it's like, wow, I didn't realize how far I had become, how far removed from myself and who I truly am I had become chasing after this, right? Chasing after what I thought was going to give me power, what I thought was going to be my seat of power. I got off my throne. What am I doing? I'm an empress. I'm an emperor. What am I doing? Right? We got to be honest with ourselves, right? Everything I said before was just an excuse. We got to be honest with ourselves sometimes and be like, bro, what I said before was just an excuse to hold on to this, right? Because I was afraid to not have, because I was afraid of the slack. Planting terrible seeds is better than planting no seeds, right? Having someone is better than having no one. Maybe that's the thought process in the past that you're letting go of now, because you're realizing, maybe I don't want this fruit, because the seeds that I plant, they matter, right? I'm building a healthy foundation for our future, right? Building that healthy foundation. On the other side of this tower, you're looking at the foundation saying, yeah, clear this away. Yeah, clear that away. Yeah, we can use these bricks, but those bricks, they gotta go, right? Bring in the new bricks. Bring in the cement. Bring in the other stuff. Let's rebuild this the right way, right? Let me rebuild myself the right way. And letting go of any anger, right, that you might have felt about being given those bad seeds, right? Because, yeah, it sucks. You got given some shitty seeds. But holding on to the anger is not going to change them. It's not going to make them any less shitty. It's not going to make them not grow shit plants, right? I don't know if any of you watch Trailer Park Boys, but I just heard Jim Leahy shit apples, right? It's not gonna change anything. Excuse me, sir. Down. Can this work? That's what a lot of you are asking. Like, well, this don't quite shake, right? But you can. You can make it work on the other side of this. Maybe not with these seeds, but you can go out there, you can go to the store, you can search around, right? You can go out there and forage out there, find something else, plant something different, right? Plant something different that's going to nourish yourself, that's going to nourish your field, right? And Spirit's showing me now how it's like, how farmers, I don't know exactly how this works, but I do know that farmers have to rotate out crops, right? Because certain crops leach certain nutrients out of the soil, and then they put certain nutrients back in. So you have to change up your crops, right? So some of you, right, with that Knight of Pentacles, some of you might need to plant, and I think it's like soybeans, it's like beans and stuff like that. It like changes the alkaline balance in the dirt. It like puts more nitrogen back into the dirt, or so that other plants, so that next time when those plants, you can take those up, right? And you can use those beans for now and then really plant the crops that you really want, right? It might take a minute. You might have to have several rotating crops, right? To get those seeds that you really want, right? But having this time like this full moon in Pisces that we're coming out of, right? That's you realizing, I got to take up all these crops, right? This dirt, it needs to be tilled. It needs to be aerated. We need to rotate these crops, right? And this new moon in Aries is going to be you doing the research, figuring out, okay, I got to plant some beans. I got to plant something else, right? So that we can nourish this soil. But you had to get rid of the weeds. You had to get rid of the invasive species. You had to get rid of these things that were leaching your nutrients from you, right? Putting up those healthy boundaries, doing your research, right? Figuring it out. So you don't feel like, right? So you don't feel like, they're showing me like the dust bowl, right? When nothing would grow and, you know, the winds was just blowing and taking all of the dust, right? Taking all of the soil so you couldn't even grow anything. So that you can find this security so you don't have to hold on so tight, right? Planting some cover fields so that erosion is not so bad, right? So that your energy is not so, I don't know why they're showing me such like all of the, like the plant growth energy, you know, but hey, right? That's what you're doing with all this heart chakra work so that you can be that King of Pentacles. Look at that King of Pentacles with all those plants growing all over them, right? And this is that overall Aries energy here. This needs to be more than just feelings. I need something tangible. Those dreams, you need to put a plan in. That research, do something with it, right? Start that business, write that book, start that creative project. Do what you need to do. You've researched, you've dreamed, you've figured it out. Enough. Just do it. Right? And be patient, be loving, and be gentle with yourself as you are doing this, right? As you are changing over these crops. It might not look immediately, you might not immediately look like exactly what you want to, right? But you're worth the investment. Always remember that, right? I feel inspired by you to be a better me. I love you. Exactly. Again, seriously, I do. I love you. I do. I really, really do. Yeah. You might have been in this, I wish I could take it back, but I can't. I'm moving forward now. Yeah. Some of you might have been too much in that Five of Cups. Like, I wish it was different. I wish it was different. But if it was, you wouldn't be where you are now. You wouldn't have the growth that you have now. And you know, you're learning to build on your strength and to say, well, I went through that and it did suck and the pain was real, but I'm here now and I'm making it. And I can do something to replant those fields, right? I can take up those invasive species. I can take up those plants that are sucking all the nutrients out of the dirt. I don't have to just be okay with the shit seeds I was given. I can do something about it. Right? That's why you had to go through all of this energy, right? So that you could purge it, so you could let go of it, so you could pull up all those weeds, right? Pull up all of that. Looking at the bigger picture, right? I really had a good time doing this reading. I really enjoyed these. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. Like I said, if you like the content, give it a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel, think about subscribing. Also, down below, you will find the link to my second channel, which is my Zodiac channel. So if you guys feel like interested in checking out readings for your Zodiac, I'm going to do weekly readings there for your Zodiac. All right. I'm doing general readings for now. I'm thinking about also doing a general reading, then also specifically doing a Zodiac love reading. Okay, so let me know if you guys would be interested in that. Okay, go check it out if you feel guided or called to. All right, down below, as always. Okay, you guys will find the links to my online shop where you guys can purchase this deck if you feel so guided, if you really liked it. Okay, also down below, you will find my contact information if you feel guided to get a personal reading from me, okay? Or if you feel guided to donate or tip to the channel, I really appreciate it very much. So thank you for that. The link for those is in the description box as well, okay? Thank you guys so very much for being here with me. I'm so excited about this energy because, yeah, I can feel the shifting and I could feel the heaviness that we were going through, right? So I'm really enjoying the shift of this energy. I hope you guys are enjoying the shift of the change of weather wherever you are, or whatever's happening for you, right? I hope that you're making the best out of it and that you are enjoying this, getting this bigger picture. It's not easy to go through the things that we've been going through. It's not. And you were dealt a shit hand. Right? But you don't have to continue to play those same shitty cards your whole life. Okay? Thank you guys so very much for being here with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I hope this gave you the love, light, and clarity that you're looking for. Remember to please check out the post energy reading, especially if this resonated for you, okay? Let me know in the comment section down below if it did, my lovelies. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!